Signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages are coming in for you over the next couple of months. We'll see what your tarot guides would like for you to know, what advice they may have for you. As always, it's a general reading, so please be mindful of that, as the messages may or may not resonate with everyone. If you are after a personal reading, feel free to reach out and inquire. Email address will be listed below. So what is it that water signs need to know? Bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands and the Five of Swords have this similar energy in the sense where they bring in this conflict, or they bring in this this unease, right? And below that you have the Tower, which is really interesting. Something you may have experienced, a Tower moment. Maybe not recently, maybe a couple of months ago, maybe a lot longer than that. But maybe there's the aftermath of this Tower moment still lingers. Maybe you're still holding on to what collapsed or what fell apart. And maybe you're still, really fixated on what didn't work or what's not working for you right now. And this kind of energy is bringing in this conflict within you. It's this emotional tug of war. Okay, you maybe had a vision for something, or you had a plan for something, and maybe not everything went according to plan. Maybe not everything went according to that vision that you held in your mind's eye. And that's okay. And that's all right. But some of you might be holding on to that. You may be doing it on a subconscious level as well. And you may have physical symptoms that might be manifesting. Like the fact that you're holding on to this energy of stress or resentment or anger. Okay, you might not be aware of it. You might be like burying it deep into your subconscious, and you're holding on to this, you're holding on to a relationship that collapsed or plans that didn't necessarily work out. And again, it's happened in the past. Okay, it's unfortunate that it didn't necessarily work out exactly the way that you wanted for it to go, but the part of things not working out for you, that's a part of things working out for you, if it makes sense. Because things are coming together for you here, but you can't focus on what collapsed. You can't focus on what fell apart. Because if you stay in that energy, I see that for some of you, you might be experiencing like physical symptoms of that stress or resentment or anger that you hold on to, and you don't want that, because it's not pleasant, and it's not a good energy. We don't want that for you. We don't want that for anyone. You may be experiencing like symptoms such as heartache or headaches, sleepless nights, restless nights, those kind of things. And those are signs for you to let go of whatever it is that's bothering you. Because there's something here that it might be hitting your stuff. Stuff that you've stored up inside. So with the Ace of Cups, I feel like there's an opportunity, especially right now, for you to move on from something that didn't work out, or for you to let go of anything that you might still be holding on to, whether consciously or whether subconsciously. Okay, because there's something here that it's bringing conflict. It's bringing in such a strong conflict into this reading. It may have been a disagreement or a fight with a sibling, a loved one, a romantic partner, or it may have been just something else, this Tower moment. There's something here that didn't necessarily work out for you, and you might still be holding on to the reason, like holding on to what didn't work out. Okay, and you're looking, and whatever it is that you focus on, that's where your energy goes. That's where your energy flows. Once you shift your focus and your perspective, your energy is going to follow suit. Your energy, your attention is going to follow suit. And now's a perfect time for you to do some cleansing, okay? For you to do some detoxing of some of these, like detoxing, decluttering, cleansing, emotional cleansing, purging. So getting rid of any of that like residual stuff that you're still storing up in your energy. So any of those negative emotions, those emotions that don't feel good, get them out of your system, okay? Any heartbreaks, any heartaches, any anger, any resentment, sit with it, understand, you know, be kind, be gentle with yourself, understand why you're feeling what you're feeling. But also try and understand why is that you're still holding on to it when this very thing has let, you know, has let go, has let go, has let go of its hold of you. Okay, so, and once you do that, a funny thing here happens. It's this cleansing. It's this emotional awakening. And there's this flow, okay, especially with the Ace of Cups and alongside the Chariot here. There's this beautiful flow, this beautiful stream of energies, of emotions here. So if you've been holding on to anything, even notice with the Tower moment here, the Tower card, you know, it just feels like it's this culmination, and then all of a sudden it's this explosion. Similar thing going on with the Ace of Cups here, right? There's this chalice here that's being filled, that's constantly being filled, and this chalice, this vessel, can only store so much content within it. That so much so that once it's full, it's got nowhere to go. So what happens? It starts overflowing. This is sort of what's happening with your energy. You've been holding on to a lot of things from the past, okay? And it might not even be all that bad, but it's just stuff that you shouldn't be holding on to anymore. And it's just time to let it go. Because it's got nowhere to go. Okay, you've been holding on to this stuff for so long that it's got nowhere to go, and you've stored so much of this stuff in your energy that you might find yourself getting like emotionally triggered a lot, right? Something someone says or does, it sort of pushes your emotional buttons, or it triggers you in a very big way. That's because it's hitting your stuff inside. That's because it's, you know, triggering you, because of all this stored up energy that you're holding on to. So it's time to release. It's time to let go, okay? And you can't pretend to let go because, well, you just can't, right? So you gotta let it go. You gotta sit with it. You gotta understand it. Try and understand it. Be gentle with yourself, all right? And then just let it go. Let it go completely. Because when you do that, you'll create more. Like it just feels like it's such a liberating energy, and you'll create movement here, because right now some of the energy might feel a little bit stagnant because it's got nowhere to flow to. Okay, it's got nowhere to go. This stuff, it's not passing through you. It's coming in, it's entering your energy field, and you're holding on to it. Instead of releasing it, or instead of letting it pass through you and letting it go, you're holding on to it. You're holding on to something that didn't work out, or something that someone said. Forget about it. It does not matter. Maybe it mattered once upon a time, but let it go, okay? Don't store it up inside of you. Don't store it up inside of you that, you know, something someone says it does, then starts hitting all this stored up energy inside of you. Let it go. I don't know that you know, it's just not that deep. It's just, it happened, and it was an experience, and, you know, let it flow through you, basically. Because once you do, there's just so much energy. There's just so much flow here. Okay, there's so much energy that starts flowing. Things start moving. The wheels are in motion here. Things start moving, energy starts flowing, and all of a sudden you'll start noticing movement where there was stagnation. You know, progress where there was none. You'll start noticing you're feeling better. You're not getting, you know, as emotionally triggered, or you're not getting as upset about things. And you'll notice there's, you know, there's just this flow. There's this flow of energies, there's this flow of emotions, and there's just things are happening, things are moving, things are changing, things are shifting. All because you have, you know, you've done this cleansing, this detoxing, this purifying, this, you know, letting go of stuff. There's something here. I feel like the tarot guides want you to know this very strongly. something, okay, it could be, I don't know, it could be a competition for some of you, an actual competition. It could be something to do sports related. It could be a relationship, but basically you felt like you lost something here. You felt like you lost the battle. You felt like you lost the game. You felt like you lost the relationship ended, and you feel like it was your loss. It wasn't. Your tarot guides want you to know that it wasn't, not at all. If anything, you dodged a bullet, or if anything, you ended up winning something, even though you may have not physically won the competition, or even though the relationship, didn't necessarily work out the way that you wanted, and this person walked away. In the end, it may not feel for you, it may not feel like you emerged the victor, but you have, because you've gained something from out of it. You've gained growth, you've gained experience, you've gained perspective. Okay, so again, you're looking at what didn't work out. You're looking at what collapsed. And yes, sure, it collapsed, but you have to find, you have to look deeper. Look deeper, because whatever collapsed here, whatever didn't work out here, did so for a reason. Whatever didn't work out is a part of things working out for you. And that reason is because the universe is allowing you to build a foundational structure for something stronger, for something better. Okay, so you did not lose, you won. It may not feel like that. It probably doesn't feel like that for a lot of you. But you won here. You won. Okay, you are the victor. You've just judged the situation wrongly. That's all it was. There's some big, your tarot guides, your spirit guides are trying to connect with you. Okay, and they have been doing so for a while, but I think they've been struggling. Because I think your energy's been a little stagnated, your energy has been a little blocked. And once you start unblocking, and releasing, your spirit guides, your tarot guides are then going to have access to you, or better access to you. And they're going to, and because of that, they're going to be able to get the message across to you. Okay, because there's some messages that I feel like are trying to get delivered to you here, but you've been blocking those messages, those energies. For some of you, it could be it might actually be physical. For instance, there may be some letters, or there may be some mail or even some parcels, something in the post that may, it's intended for you, but it might be delivered to the wrong address, or it might be end up in your neighbor's postbox rather than yours, but it's intended for you. And whatever this is, it's funny because whatever the contents of this is important and it's intended for you, but maybe the universe just thinks that you're not in the right mindset to receive it just yet. Or you're not, if you're going to receive it right now where you're at this point in time, it's not really going to be useful to you, or it's not going to really make a lot of sense to you. So just trust the timing of things. Okay? Because I see this. Some messages the universe is trying to reach you with, but because of this blocked energy that you're experiencing, because of the stagnated energy you're experiencing, and because you've stored up so much stuff that, it's not passing through you, it's got nowhere else to go, you're not really receiving any new content. Okay, because like the chalice here, it's just this outpour and this overflow. And everything's sort of just going everywhere, being misdirected. So, once you sort of do that cleansing, that emotional purging, that releasing, things will start falling into place, and you'll start making sense of things. You'll see. Or you'll finally start receiving what's, was always intended for you. Alright, air signs, these are your messages. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your time, your energy, your attention. Bye.